going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One-Eyed Bri, also known as PT, and I'm back to talk about The Walking Dead. Spoiler warning for The Walking Dead Season 10 as a whole, but definitely Season 10, Episode 5, the comic stuff, spoiler warning. Well, who did it? If you don't know what we're talking about, go watch the episode or episodes, come back, let me know your thoughts, post your comments below, all that stuff. But who let Negan out? Who did it? I don't know. You don't know. But first, guys, make sure you're subscribed. More and more people are telling me that they're unsubscribed by YouTube, not by themselves. Also, they're not getting notifications, so subscribe and ring that bell to get notifications and help us achieve our goal of 100,000 subscribers. Well, the big news is that Negan is released. Free Negan. Free the Negan. Freegan. Whatever you want to say it, Negan is a free man. And where could he go? Where did he go? He went to the Whispers, of course. The comic arc is coming to the show, and this is why Negan is alive. For this comic story arc for the show. Brandon is the guy that's with Negan, but who let Negan out? Because if you watch Season 10, Episode 5, Brandon asks him, how did you get out anyway? And Negan doesn't say anything. Brandon is gone. He was for this season, but we found out that he was a savior, basically. His dad was a savior, and he was a young kid during the savior era with Negan. And it's pretty interesting that they decided to do that with the character versus him being an Alexandrian and being part of this, because in the comic, he takes Negan to the Whisperers, and Negan kills him anyway, but Negan kills Brandon for a different reason in the episode, and it still continues that redemption arc for Negan. Well, let's talk about who possibly let Negan out. And we can cross some names right off that who aren't responsible. Clearly it's not Brandon, but it's not Father Gabriel as well, because he went there and he was like, where'd he go? What happened? And who let Negan out? He's pounding on the door and he's like, yeah, he's gone. What? You wouldn't have that response if you were responsible for that. You wouldn't be like, yeah, where is he? Where is he? You're playing up a big factor. And I think Father Gabriel doesn't lie. He's telling the truth that he did not let Negan out. And he's worried what happened with Negan. And he wants Negan on their side to fight the Whispers. So it wasn't his idea to let him out. Also, Father Gabriel said that Lara was on watch. And she didn't let him out. She wasn't responsible for it. So clearly, Lara and Father Gabriel aren't responsible, and Brandon. So those are the three people that aren't responsible for letting Negan out. Even though we haven't seen Lara have any interaction with Negan, she is really the last savior of relevance on the show, and she has limited to no interaction with Negan, which is kind of weird. And on the show, Lydia said she did it. Well, Angela Kang said Lydia didn't do it, and it's somebody else. So I hope it will be answered, and I think it will. But Lydia said that she did it when she did not. So that was last episode. This episode, Season 10, Episode 5. We still don't know, even though Brandon point blank asked Negan and Negan didn't say anything. So whoever let Negan out did it for a reason. So it's not Lydia. It's not Father Gabriel. It's not Lara. It's not Gage. It's not any of those punks like that. To me, it could be one of three people. And the first person who I think it is Carol. I'm not saying it is Carol, but it definitely could be. We didn't see Carol a lot in that episode at all. We only saw her basically right there for a split second. So she could have been seeing this whole thing unfold and be like, yeah, we got to get Negan out of here. And she could have talked to him and be like, look, if you want to redeem yourself, get out of here. Or better yet, take Alpha out or do something major like that. And it would be pretty awesome. Even though that's another person that has had limited to no interaction with Negan. The other person is Daryl. And besides the fact that Sherry freed Daryl could free Negan, pay it forward, some type of thing. Also, Daryl sided with Negan. He took the side of Negan after he saved Lydia. So that's a huge thing. And I know with Negan being there, it would cause a rift between the Alexandrians, and Daryl could be like, look, hey, get out of here. You're causing more problems in here, just get out of here. If you want to do something great, even better, but get out of here. And that would be pretty interesting. Kind of a full circle between these two characters. The last person I think it could be is Aaron. Aaron put up a thing at the council meeting and said, look, I don't believe him, I don't do this. And it really pissed me off that he didn't say that Negan saved my life here. But was his whole thing to be setting the tone that he's against Negan when he actually freed him? And it could definitely make sense. So I believe it's between Daryl, Carol, and or Aaron that freed Negan. And it's interesting, if you watch Season 10, Episode 5, why is Aaron by himself at the Whisper border? Was he supposed to meet Negan? Was he supposed to set up something there and Negan went the wrong way and didn't do that? It was kind of weird that Aaron was just hanging out by the border by himself and he by chance met Gamma. And I definitely think Gamma could flip-flop and go to team family because it's one of those things where like, whoa, she still has a problem with Alpha, her sister's death, the Whispers, Beta for sure. And you're like, all right, this is pretty interesting. And Aaron was nice to her, gave her the bandages, and was helpful, you know? So it was one of those things where you could see Gamma helping our group. But either way, Negan is free, and this is the reason why Negan was still alive and kept alive for this story arc with the Whispers and Beta. And if they don't fight, if Negan and Beta don't fight, that's a huge missed opportunity in my opinion. But I really hope Negan does some damage from inside the Whisperer camp, and I'm excited to find out. It was a great episode, Season 10, Episode 5. We'll have my review and recap and all that stuff later today. We'll have our live stream later today, and then we'll break down the trailer for Season 10, Episode 6. And we have a bunch of other topics that we want to talk about, mainly what happened in Season 10, Episode 5, and really Season 10 as a whole, and what may happen later this season, setting up Season 11, the Rick Grimes movies, all that stuff. So let me know your thoughts, post your comments below, and for those interested in my Zombie Apocalypse book series, I got 10 books now. The link to all 10 books to our Amazon storefront is in the description below. I hope you pick up your copy today and join the fight. And as always, tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.